finished it. Episode 10. This is the end. So happy. This has just taken me a really long time to film all of these, and I think the reason why this particular series is longer is because this is the end of college, and I just want to talk about everything, and a lot happened to me my last year. So anyways, pretty much I just finished with all of the categories I wanted to talk about. I'm so happy and excited for myself. Thank you for everyone who has watched, and now I just wanted to talk about other very significant things that happened in my life. The first one being that, in chronological order, the first one is that my dad got married, and so, that was really hard at first, because for so long I was just used to me and my father, and then all of a sudden he got married, and, all of his attention is going to this other person. So when my stepmom first entered into my life, I did not like her. I did not like talking to her. I just distanced myself away from her. And I just didn't really want to get to know her because I was who the hell are you? Why are you messing with the relationship that I have with my dad? But then, this past year, I went to the hospital for something, and then the whole time I was in the hospital, she was there. And she was really worried about me, and I can tell that she truly cared about me. And I've come to really like her. And after that moment, as terrible as me being in the hospital, after that moment, I came to realize that she actually does love me. And so she's actually become one of my dearest friends, and I truly enjoy my stepmom. I like talking to her. And another thing that I really like about her is that she is, she's actually a psychologist, and so she's been helping me. So I basically get free therapy. So, she helps me a lot with my relationship with my dad. My dad has been changing in positive ways. He's become, he's still, he is still really, hot-headed at times, and he does lose his temper, but significantly less from when I was younger. And so, it's God bless her, though. She has a lot of patience, because dealing with my father can be really difficult, but my dad's making positive changes, which is amazing, and I really enjoy my stepmom. I like talking with her about things, and she is a very sweet woman. She loves my dog, and I actually genuinely love my stepmother. She's great. I love that she loves my dad, and I love that she cares about me and my dad and my dog, and that she gets along with my mom. So I really like my stepmom. The other, huge change in my life is my dog, Sun. Sometimes I stare at my dog and I start crying because I just love him so much. And he's not here right now because I have a ton, I did my makeup really quickly today, and I just kind of left all of my stuff on my bed. And if I had him here, he would be eating my makeup, and I don't want him to do that, but I love my little puppy. I have fully embraced becoming a dog mom. I buy him so much dumb things. I love taking him places. I love taking him to the groomers. I know it just sounds really dumb that I'm comparing him to being a child, but he's basically a child for me. Think about it, guys. I don't have any children. He's the closest thing that I have. I don't have any kids, and I've always wanted to be a mom. And so this is me kind of like a test child, sort of. He is the love of my life right now, and I don't know how to describe it. I just look at him, and I start crying. And if I'm ever sad, I just look at a couple of his pictures, and I'm so happy. And so, me calling him Oxytocin was actually a very fitting name. For those of you who don't know what oxytocin is a hormone. It's its nickname is the love hormone, and it is a hormone that everyone makes in their body. Um, Oxytocin is released during childbirth. It helps the uterus contract, and it also is released during breastfeeding. And like this hormone is amazing because like it creates a loving, like it creates the bond between the mother and the baby. So it's an important hormone, and so like I named him that because I love women's health. Women's health is my love and passion, but also because I love my little baby. And also like when like you know when you do like when you pet your dog, oxytocin is released, and then I was reading that like when your dog looks at you, oxytocin is released as well. And just gosh, like I fucking love him so much. He's my fuzzy little man. He's my little boobs. He's my bubby. I don't know, guys. Like, honestly, the majority of pictures on my phone are just of him doing things. I mean, okay, he's kind of an asshole, though. Like, I really need to train him. He doesn't know when to come or sit. Well, no, he knows how to sit. I'm very proud of him. He doesn't really understand the meaning of the word no yet. I'm still trying to teach him to leave it. But, like, also, like, if you don't pay attention to him for, like, a certain amount of time, he'll, like, he'll be an asshole and, like, he'll look for things to grab in his mouth and run with. He'll, like, try to grab the towels that are on, he'll, like, jump really high to try to grab the towels that are on the table, like, on the counter. Yeah. He's actually really attached to me, which is really cute. And so, he can be on the ground taking a nap, and I'll be sitting, like, not even next to him, but, like, kind of farish away from, like, the other side of the couch. I can, like, he'll be taking a nap. I get up to go grab something, and then he'll wake up, and then he'll stare at me, and he'll be like, "What are you doing? Where are you going? Why aren't you taking me?" And one time I went to, and even Dean was like, "Wow, this dog is like has separation anxiety," because I was at a restaurant with Dean and I brought my dog, and so I got up to like grab a napkin from inside the restaurant because we were sitting on the patio, and then my dog was like happy and playing, and then as soon as I like got up, my dog stopped and just stared at me, and like when I walked inside the restaurant, he was just like, he ran to the door and like just stared at me the whole time. But that's like the biggest change in my life right now. Besides like moving to Miami, but that hasn't hit me yet. But like my dog. And you know, I know that some people think that it's lame or that I'm overdoing it, but you know what? Fuck you. Honestly, just I love him. He makes me happy. And during the time that you know, I was upset because I didn't have a job. I was upset because I'd been broken up with. I was sad, and used to like, there were a couple times where I would just stay in my bed and cry, and be so consumed with sadness. But the moment that I like went downstairs and I gave my dog a hug, I felt so much better about my life. And I think the reason why I was so afraid to love him, like, you know, like go crazy and love him as much as I do now, is because when I was dating the person that I was with, he basically he told me he didn't necessarily like dogs, and that his ex-girlfriend was loved, like he felt as though if his ex-girlfriend had to choose between her dog and him, she would choose the dog. And he basically made me promise him that if I was in a situation that I had to choose between keeping the dog or keeping him, that I would choose him. And so, like, at that moment, I, like, kind of, I, like, lied pretty much. And I was just kind of like, well, I mean, my mom can take the dog. Which is true, my mom would take my dog. But, like, I wouldn't want to have to choose. And we weren't dating long enough for me to, like, you know, Well, okay, I feel bad because I did lie. And that was the thing he told me that I did a lot. He told me that I lied a lot, which is actually true. I didn't really notice how much I do lie until he brought it up. But anyways, the reason why that I'm sometimes so afraid to like just love my dog like crazy is because I remember things that he said about people who love their dog a lot. And so it makes me insecure, which is really dumb because my actions shouldn't be controlled by a person who's no longer in my life and is not interested in being in my life anymore. But anyways, my dog makes me so happy and he makes me happy, so I'm going to do all the crazy dog mom stuff. Like the other day, I was really, really happy. I got one of those backpacks. Like, okay, you know how when you have an actual baby, you have, like, those moms, they have, like, little backpacks with, like, the little pouch thingy so they can put their kid in? Yeah, I got one of those for my dog. And sometimes I go to restaurants specifically because they have a dog-friendly patio and I want to take them with me. I love taking him places with me. I'm very proud of him because he actually gets along with other people and with other dogs. I'm so happy. And yeah, he is the love of my life and I love him very much. And he's gonna move to Miami with me and I'm really excited and he makes me happy. But I will say this, like, I really really want to get him to be like, I want him to look really really fancy. He's a Shih Tzu, as I've mentioned before, and so like there are Shih Tzus with like super super long beautiful hair, and those are the show dogs. You know, if you look up like Shih Tzu dog show, like they're just so beautiful. These Shih Tzus have super super long and silky hair, and that is my hair goals for my dog. I want him to have beautiful long silky hair. But yeah, he's pretty much my son. I think one time I like referred to him on as my son on accident when I was talking to a stranger. But that's kind of like, yeah, I having him in my life has taught me to become more responsible, and part of the reason why I want to like seriously cut back on my drinking is because I have him, and like there's this stupid, like it's not stupid because it's effective, but there's this commercial about drunk driving and the tagline is like, don't drink and drive because like if you get into an accident and die, your dog is going to wonder what happened to you. And that kind of haunts me to the point where I'm like, I can't drink and drive because if I do, I might like die, and then Oxy will always wonder whatever happened to me. And I don't want that for him. Like, I love him so much, which is like kind of, you know, I recognize that it's silly how much I love my dog, but come on, man, he makes me happy. And he just loves me for like no reason. And it's also nice too when like he sleeps next to me and like I get a cuddle with him and he's my little baby. But anyways, the other thing that's like changed from college, like from the start of college, is like, okay, so when it comes to feminism, I would still consider myself a feminist. Like, I'm probably now more an egalitarian. But when it comes to feminism, I still care about women's rights and women's issues. I think, however, that we also need to recognize that men get abused. Men get abused physically and sexually. We should talk about that because that is a thing that also happens. And just recognizing that, yes, women, like, yes, like, definitely, like, women get abused, women get sexually assaulted, it is awful. But that happens to men too, and we should recognize that. So anyways, I'm trying to distance myself from the third wave. There are certain things within the third wave feminist movement that I don't agree with. The main one being abortion. I don't think abortion should be legal. So if anything, I guess I'm more like a first wave feminist, where it's like, give women the chance to vote. And like, okay, my version of feminism is women should be able to vote, women should be able to basically live, like, oh gosh, that's such a terrible definition. But I think that us in the first world should do everything we can for women in the third world. So women who can't go to school in Africa because they have their periods, and when they have their period they don't have like sanitary napkins or tampons or anything, and because of that they can't go to school. I think that, you know, as first wave, I mean as first world women, we should do something with that, like promoting education for women in third world countries. Okay, so like in the World Vision catalog, one of the options that you can do is like send, like, you know, help a woman out of prostitution, teach a woman a skill so that she can make money without having to resort to prostitution. I think we should focus on those things as feminists. Like, we, like, in the first world, there are certain things that are pretty fucked up, and yeah, we should pay attention to that, but at the same time, I really think that a lot of our energy and focus should be, like, more towards, like, women in the third world. I still care about feminism. I would consider myself a feminism, but I feel that there are certain things within the current third wave feminist movement that I, as a Christian, cannot back. Yeah, that was very convoluted and stuff, but I said things. But anyways, thank you very, very much for making it this far. Like, wow, 10 videos? I'm pretty sure it's 10 videos. If I'm wrong, then I'm wrong, and it's okay if you call me out and say that I'm wrong. But anyways, if you have watched, and so now I'm going to do a giveaway. Yay, it's a small giveaway. So if you have watched every single video from my Super Senior resolution list, and you've made it this far, what I want you to do is go to your favorite video and comment your go to your favorite video from this series, comment your favorite song, and then I will give you a $10 gift card to wherever you want. There you go. That's the giveaway. A $10 gift card to whatever you want. Just watch all of my you have to watch all of my videos. I'm going on an honor system, more or less. But yeah, so if you watch all of my videos, comment on your favorite one, tell me what your favorite song is, and yeah, that's how you win the giveaway. So, yeah, this giveaway is open internationally, even though, the only people ever, really watch these are my friends. But anyways, I'm super excited that this is the end, and I'm done talking about my Super Senior year, and I'm ready to move on, and I'm moving to fucking Florida. Oh my god. Hopefully I'll be able to come out with, first off, I hope to get a better vlogging camera, and then, I'm hoping to, do more X-Files and do more other videos, because, Lord knows that I'm super late on my X-Files. And also, when I move to Florida, I do kind of want to vlog a little bit about, my transition into Florida and, getting a job and moving into a new place completely by myself. So anyways, thank you very, very much for watching. Thanks for your support. This is really exciting. One chapter of my life is over, and now I'm gonna, start a new chapter in a completely different state. Oh my god. And I have a dog son! Oh my god! Thank you very, very much for watching. I really, truly appreciate it from the bottom of my little heart. So, yeah, thanks. Bye, guys.